Alright, back to Heelturn Faceturn. I know we talk a lot about WWE in the show, but I just wanted to talk about one of TNA's latest breakout stars, Magnus. I think he will be a world champion. I think that day is coming pretty soon. I mean, look at the lead that he has. In the Bound for Glory series, he's 49. The guy, Samoa Joe, how much does he have? Like 21, 27?
We don't know. I don't know.
20-something. He has 20-something. I checked. It's about 20-something. I don't know exactly. But I think he's gonna do great. He's a great wrestler. He's got really, he just has amazing skills overall. And I think Dixie Carter kind of has a crush on him, so we know he's going to get a title shot. Will he win that title is really a different story. I mean, look at his competition. His competition is guys like Jeff Hardy, guys like Bobby Roode, Austin Aries. Magnus, Austin Aries would be a great match if it hasn't already happened. I'm not up to speed on all the YouTube uploads of Magnus and Austin Aries matches, but I want to see that on Spike Thursdays at 9 on TNA Impact. Cameraman looking a little weird. Looking all. What's up, Eduardo? What do you have to say about Magnus?
He has a lead in the leaderboard for
something we don't know. What do you think about Magnus?
Well, he's a pretty uprising star, but he's not a rookie. He's been there for a couple years, because you can see the promos that they did when it was TNA versus AAA, a Mexican wrestling company, if you don't know. But he's a pretty amazing superstar.
I know, pretty explosive. He's got skills in that ring. He's got skills. Speaking of that, who will win at Bound for Glory?
Who is Bound for Glory?
I know who is Bound for Glory. Everyone always brings up Bobby Roode or Austin Aries. Like I was just talking about Magnus. Magnus mathematically has the lead, and there's really no way the heater just turned on. Yeah, there's really no mathematical way, I think of it at least, so far, that someone's gonna beat him, at least in one episode, unless they have another gauntlet match. And right now Magnus has the lead, but I think it's gonna be Magnus, Samoa Joe, or Jeff Hardy. If it's Joseph Park, then I give up on TNA. I give up on them if it's Joseph Park. I don't want Joseph Park to win anything. I don't like Joseph Park. Joseph Park can go die in a hole.
Because it's another gimmick. He's Abyss.
Gimmick. Everyone knows he's Abyss, and it's not cool. Abyss came back for one episode, which is what pisses me off.
He's a television champion.
Is he a television champion? Yeah, he's a television champion. No one defends that championship anymore. Didn't they get rid of it?
No, they dropped it for now.
Yeah, they dropped it for now. More like forever. And speaking of TNA, they've been getting me very, very, very angry. Cutting the roster, downsizing the women's division, all of that stuff makes me angry, and they're really just letting loose talent. Like, that's pretty much saying, I have enough money, I'm gonna throw this in the trash. And I mean, that's good if you're one of those, you know, philosopher types. It's like, money is just an object, man, like that. But no, like, TNA is an actual company, and I'm pretty sure that that company has pride in what it does. Well, actually, I don't think that they have pride in what they do, because they're downsizing TNA. I mean, they're getting rid of talent. They're getting rid of moneymakers. They got rid of Joey Ryan. I can understand, because no one likes Joey Ryan. I mean, does Joey Ryan even have fans?
But the boot print Matt Morgan.
Blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Blueprint or Bootprint?
It's Blueprint.
Oh, I always thought it was Bootprint.
The Blueprint? That would mean he sucks. He's a Blueprint, Matt Morgan. Who else? Who else did they release? They released Tara, didn't they?
Yeah,
Tara.
no, not Tara.
Didn't
Tara's
they?
boyfriend,
Jesse. They released Jesse. I mean, Jesse wasn't that bad of a wrestler. It's just that he never got that much of a push. He was a heel that was bound to make a face turn at one point in time, and he had been a great face. I'd love to see him team up with guys like Magnus, guys like all the good guys like.
But he wasn't
Rampage
good.
Jackson and Jesse would be a really funky team. That would be cool to see, wouldn't it?
But Jesse's obsessed with his nipples. That's what you know.
He does like to play with his nipples a lot, and he's also obsessed with tanning, and his girlfriend also. Dang, Tara's hot. I just said that on camera. Anyways, either way, it's between Bound for Glory is between these three guys. I'm gonna just wrap it up. It's between Austin Aries, Magnus, and Samoa Joe. Those are my picks. Stay cool, world. I'm not done, actually. Got my notebook. Tells me what to do. It's Magic Notebook, my handy dandy notebook. Who do I want to see in WWE 2K14?
Requested.
This is by not popular demand. No one asked me to do this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I want to see Razor Ramon. I want Razor Ramon. I want like the lesser known superstars.
The underrated.
The underrated guys. I want like Gregory Helms. I want Bruce Beefcake. I want the British Bulldog. They like sometimes they skip the British Bulldog. Like no one remembers him. I want all the versions of Shawn Michaels. I want different Shawn Michaels with different strengths and weaknesses. That would be cool because everyone knows that a superstar is not at their best all the time, but you'd think that they are.
But what?
That'd be cool, wouldn't it, to see different phases of someone's career and their different strengths and their different weaknesses that they had at that certain time? It actually would pose more of a challenge and it'd be a better game.
Show the game. Let's show you a previous game from the older company.
Oh yeah, look. Back when THQ was around, SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Pretty cool. One of my favorite WWE game there.
It's kind of similar to what you want because in that one you had different choice attires.
Yeah, you have different.
But you had to unlock it.
That's just the attires. They just picked Shawn Michaels from that day, and they didn't have Mankind. I want to see all the Mick Foleys too. I want to see Mankind. I want to see Dude Love. I want to see Cactus Jack. I want to see Cactus Jack. Dude Love, Mankind, and Mick Foley. I want to see Mick Foley himself. I want to see Ric Flair. I want to see a prime Ric Flair.
Goldberg.
I want to see Goldberg. I want to see Goldberg, but the real Goldberg. I don't want none of those creative wrestler stuff. No creative wrestler stuff. I don't want a creative wrestler called Bill Goldberg. I want the real deal. The real deal. Anyways, who else? Cowboy Bob Orton would be nice. But
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger for real. Batista would be cool, but I know he's not with the WWE anymore.
We'd like to see different Christians.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see this Christian that we have right here. Zoom in on it.
Yeah, we want to get the box because we have the box right there.
Oh yeah,
they can take a better look.
This Christian right here. Let me fix the box. This one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that Christian. I want to see, like different Christians and stuff.
Different, like moments of the superstar's career, like the different attires.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, I also want to see Kane, the masked Kane. I'm not accepting any Kane that doesn't come with a mask. If it comes with a bald Kane, If it comes with a bald cane, it has to come with a mask cane. Not just today's mask cane, but the 2003 mask cane. Like I was saying, we need. I'd like more accurate feats of strength in the game. Like I want to see Mark Henry's super strength, because we all know Mark Henry could probably overhead press Daniel Bryan, and I want to be able to do that.
That's what I do.
Mountain Dew. What he does. I'm pretty sure he could pick up probably anybody else in the WWE. But I don't want guys like The Miz or
Curtis
Rey
Axel.
Mysterio or Curtis Axel to be able to pick up the Big Show like nothing when I change the moveset. Because sometimes I get more. Because sometimes, you know, I like to mess with the moveset sometimes. It gives you the option to change the movesets.
Because in SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, Rey Mysterio can pick up the Big Show over his shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah, he can.
I haven't messed that.
He can superplex him off the top rope. And I don't... That will never happen in real life.
Yeah. Ultimate Warrior is another one that I'd love to see in there. Ultimate Warrior.
But you have to get the DLC.
Yeah, you have to get the DLC. You have to pre-order it and then get the DLC.
But you know, later on they're gonna release it eventually.
They have Rikishi in the game. And Too Cool. That's awesome. They already had him in WWE 13. I don't want to see Fandango anywhere near wrestling. Just throwing that out there. If you want the dance, go hit the dance floor. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they kind of.
They fall really easily, and
he was sitting on the
down. He's sitting down. My cameraman Foley fell.
Okay.
What was I saying?
Oh, you're talking about I don't know.
Fandango, yeah.
Yeah, Fandango.
Go hit the dance halls, man. Go to a club or something and show off your dance moves. Dang. I don't want to see your dance moves in a wrestling ring because that is. It just doesn't belong there. It's wrong. It's like wasting my time and money.
Pick a career, dancing or wrestling.
I mean, you can do both, but not if you're doing dancing in a wrestling ring and wrestling in a dancing class, which would be hilarious.
But
I would love to see John Cena just get mad and just like rah,
dun 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 dun.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's probably already gonna be in there. I mean, you can't have it. He's in the promos actually, isn't he?
He's in the promos, but I don't get why they give The Rock a spot. It's great that they gave Rock a spot, but what happened to The Rock? He doesn't wrestle anymore.
He doesn't wrestle anymore. And he's on the cover of 2K14, dude. He had a spot at WrestleMania. He was here through all of early winter 2013.
No, 2012.
Yeah, late 2012 and all throughout the winter and in the beginning of the year. It's like you show up and then you disappear during the summer, and I don't want you here again come winter because you were absent all year. Like, what the heck, man? Other guys I want to see in WWE 2K14. I want to see Tatanka. I want to see Booker T. I want to see Booker T back in one of them games. I'm not sure if he was in the latest ones because I haven't bought the latest ones. Because, you know, YouTube doesn't pay my bills like those other guys on YouTube.
Yeah, we kind of spend our money trying to entertain you guys.
Seriously.
Just saying. But other guys that me personally I'd like to see would be the underrated WCW stars.
I want to see Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner is a pretty good pick.
He's a beast. He was just all buff, dude. His match with Booker T was probably one of the best matches I've ever seen. It was just exciting and it got you into it. And like, they didn't even have to. They didn't, like, back then, like, they did promos, but they did better promos. You show me one good promo that I'm not going to forget, and that beats 80 billion WWE app promos. Yeah, Scott Steiner versus Booker T was probably one of the best matches I've ever seen. And that still beats 80 million WWE app promos and the 50 promos that they have to show instead of matches that just like they're not even good. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar. I don't want to see dun 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 dun. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar bouncing around for 30 seconds watching his man tits flip up and down while their narrator talks about his next fight and his current status of his rivalry. Dude, just make one badass promo. At least 3 times. At most 3 times. At most 3 times. Unforgettable promos. Bam. You got it. You guys got it. You don't need the WWE app. You never needed the WWE app. Now that you have the WWE app, WWE thinks that they're gonna get more viewers. They're losing viewers actually, and I think that
their ratings have been going down.
Have been dropping, and the WWE app is probably one of the parts that frustrates the fans the most, because there are fans out there that say, "Oh, I don't have the WWE app. I don't know what's been going on in WWE because I don't have a WWE app." And
it's only for like smartphones, though.
Yeah, not everyone can afford a smartphone, you jackasses. Gosh.
It's like back in during the Attitude Era, as you can see, we have the DVD there. You didn't see Stone Cold.
One WWE app promo in this. You know why? Because it was freaking awesome. Also, they didn't have the technology back then.
But it wasn't the technology. Everybody blames John Cena for being a PG, but that is not.
He does advocate PG era-ness.
But that's Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon is technically still in charge of WWE, so we're laying all the blame on him. It is Vince McMahon's fault that ratings have dropped. And making better matches does not always make for more ratings. I mean, if you're gonna insult my intelligence by telling me that, like, what was one thing that pissed me off on Raw? That Brad Maddox, of all people, just is gonna show up one day and then become a wrestler, and then he's gonna get beaten up by Ryback, and then he's the general manager of Raw the next thing you know. I don't believe that. I don't believe that it's that easy for people to get jobs in WWE. If it was that easy for people to get jobs in WWE, I would have been a WWE champion 2 years in a row by now. You know why? Because it's that easy. They make it look that easy. It's not that easy. You have to go through years of training. You have to learn the moves. You have to travel non-stop. Some of these superstars don't have buses and trailers like how CM Punk and John Cena do. Some of these guys have to travel in their own cars, paying for gas, carpooling together, staying in hotels. They're not ratty motels. I'm just saying it like it's not that tough. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can make enough money to rent a decent hotel.
I mean, what's it about?
Like what's with that? What is all this making?
What's that? What's about? You beat the champion on Raw and you get a shot at SummerSlam?
Yeah, that's how it used to work. You used to be able to beat the champion in a regular match, and then you get a championship match. And now all the best matches are on pay-per-view, which is another reason why you can't make as much money as you used to. There used to be championship matches on free TV on Saturday morning.
Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night's main event. Remember Saturday Heat?
Yeah.
And I mean,
dang, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. A long time ago.
I mean, just because you brought RVD back doesn't mean you're gonna win a lot of money.
Doesn't make a lot of money. Sure, you brought back one of your biggest moneymakers possibly ever.
But the WWE PG fans don't know who he is. Just because they saw the little coming soon promo, doesn't mean you're a hardcore RVD fan.
Nowadays, you are a PG era If you are a PG era fan, if you've seen the Coming Soon promo, you can already consider yourself as being an RVD fan since life.
Hilarious.
Yeah. And I mean,
Some PG fans don't even know that it used to be the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, that is terrible. That is sad. And I mean, they just insult me. And there are smart fans out there just like me that are thinking, these people must think I'm stupid. I'm gonna change the channel and never watch this again.
That's why.
What's wrong with the WWE? And this is not even on my script. This is not even on the script that I wrote up for the show. Yes, this show is scripted, but it's a talk show, so it doesn't matter.
This is about our opinion.
Nobody look. I'm gonna switch gears.
Actually, wait, before we switch gears, you can go to an elementary school here in the state that we live, and you can go ask anybody, and they'll say wrestling's fake. I don't like wrestling. It's not extreme anymore because they grew up in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008 when wrestling was still hardcore. Now, from the range of 2009 down, it's not hardcore. That's why
yeah, they've been going downhill since late 2008. They've been it's all been downhill, and it's not a steep hill because they've been going downhill gradually.
But not as far.
Like, if I see two jobbers, two guys that I don't know, make a championship-worthy match, but the matches before and after that were crap and double crap, then I'm not gonna watch. Because you can't have steak. You can't have a crap steak sandwich. You can't have two buns made out of crap and then have a steak in the middle. You can't do that. I don't want to eat your crab stick sandwich, man. Vince McMahon.
It's kind of like they. What about giving a push to Sin Cara? What about bringing back the cruiserweight? He could be cruiserweight champion.
He'd be a pretty good cruiserweight champion.
What about
Which reminds me to my next subject, which you could keep discussing.
But I'm just saying that if Sin Cara got a push, he wouldn't have to face Biggie Langston, because people change the channel because they know that Biggie Langston's gonna win.
Biggie Langston's gonna slam him into next week. Biggie Langston can squat like 800 pounds.
Sin Cara's like 185.
Sin Cara is 185. He presses over 300 pounds. He squats like 800 pounds. Imagine if he does like what are those things called? If he just presses them, he could just throw Sin Cara like 6 feet in the air.
Okay, so let's go on to your next subject.
My next subject, which I've been trying to move on, but I've been too busy talking. The titles nowadays don't really mean much. I mean, look at the Intercontinental Champion. There's like 4 people in the Intercontinental Championship division that want to actually win the title and make it good. But that's 4 people, and 3 out of 4 of those people are jobbers or new guys. I don't like watching new guys. I like watching new guys, but I don't like watching new guys that never get a push and they just stay new guys. I don't want to see an old new guy. You know what a new guy is? It's a guy that I don't know. A guy that hasn't shown me anything. That's flat wrestling. I don't like flat wrestling. I like wrestling that climbs. And it just makes me angry. I mean, Curtis Axel, he's a reputable champion. And I'm using the term reputable loosely, because I haven't seen anything he's done. But look at his dad, one of the best Intercontinental champions. Look at the other Intercontinental champions. Shawn Michaels.
The Bulldog.
The British Bulldog. Bret Hart.
The Rock. Stone Cold.
H. Razor Ramon. Ultimate Warrior. I just named a whole wing of the WWE Hall of Fame, and you want me to believe that The Miz can win the championship that those guys have won. You guys are really doing very badly. But I watch because I think that there's still hope. How about recruiting someone, so let's say from ROH, with actual talent? I mean, the Briscoes, I'm just throwing out there, the Briscoes, Matt Hardy.
The Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana. How have you guys gone without taking this guy in, man?
I mean, there's a lot of guys.
I'm not saying just because he's CM Punk's friend, because CM Punk could probably get him a job if he wanted to, but I'm just saying, he's got enough skills that he could get a job in WWE, a career in WWE on his own merit. He could probably be Intercontinental Champion and be a good Intercontinental Champion.
I mean, there's a lot to it. They've gone downhill.
Yeah, he's got Colt Cabana. He's got a lot of skill. He's got power. He's got the moves. He's got experience. There's really no reason for you guys not to be recruiting guys like that. You guys are recruiting young guys that you think will fit your good guy, bad guy slots. And you're just choosing bad guys. And then when you turn the bad guys into good guys, it looks like crap. I mean,
I mean, the other day, I'm the cameraman, but the person that kind of speaking, Jermaine Suplex, plowed out half of SmackDown.
I actually, 30 minutes before SmackDown, I looked at the card online, and I predicted what would happen half of SmackDown. Now, am I psychic, or is the programming just getting so unbelievably predictable? Like, really? You're gonna pick Ricardo Rodriguez. Alberto Del Rio is gonna pick Ricardo Rodriguez. If Ricardo Rodriguez wins, even gets a shot at the World Heavyweight title, and that just means that WWE has lost that much more. This much more, exactly, actually. This much more. Like this much more, yeah. And look at the U.S. title. Who has a U.S. title again? I don't remember.
Dean Ambrose, because it's a nobody
it's
title.
A nobody title.
John Cena
Look at guys like
never
John Cena
that have held the title. They made it popular, but now you get guys like Dean Ambrose.
I mean, how is Dean Ambrose worthy of the United States title? And I mean, some of these guys, although were really great champions, they might not have done it. They might have done it because they didn't have a title shot at the time, but that doesn't mean they didn't give 110%. I mean, look at these guys. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. Before he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was Stunning Steve Austin. Who else? Bret Hart, Lex Luger, Booker T.
Those are memorable.
Wahoo McDaniel. Yeah, Wahoo McDaniel. And a list of other names. I mean, look at the guys that have been winning it now. Antonio Cesaro, The Miz. The guy that I can't remember.
The guy with the Cobra. I mean, Santino Marella. Because nobody at WWE headquarters can get that if they brought all their old superstars back. They fired MVP. They fired Brian Kendrick, John Morrison, Paul London. If they had all those stars, they'd probably make a good show. But no, they're like, we're gonna hire Bray Wyatt. Yeah, we're gonna hire them.
I really see no reason to hire guys like Bray Wyatt.
What? He kisses you on the face?
They don't really have much room for expansion, at least to my standards, because they don't make me feel much. Like, when I see guys with the Intercontinental Championship, I look at all the guys that have had the Intercontinental Champion, and nowadays I look at a guy, and I used to look at a guy with the U.S. Championship and say, that guy's gonna be great. That guy's going to be a winner. That guy's going to be a new poster boy for some pay-per-view that I'm totally going to want to buy. But I look at Dean Ambrose and I'm like, who's this guy? I don't know. Well, I know him. I know who he is. But he's just not good. And I can tell you guys, I can give you guys a million reasons why WWE shouldn't be like this. But there's one reason that it should be, and that's because it's still making money, and that's a problem because it's not making enough. It's working, and they don't want the FCC to give them crap. And
it's not fair. I mean, if they don't defend, they don't defend
the
them.
programming or the fans. They say that they do everything for the fans, but there are a lot of fans out there that are unsatisfied with the current programming, and we want what we want, and you're not going to give us what we want, and that's why there are guys like that would that's why you lose people, because that's why you lose the your fans, because you insult their intelligence. They lose the magic feeling of just going to wrestling, seeing guys hurt each other for
more bang for your buck, like Paul
More bang
Heyman.
for your buck. Like, if you go to see a guy wrestle in person, you want him to do a great job. You want him to slam people. You want him to hurt somebody, not hurt seriously, but you want him to hurt somebody. You want him to give you a great time. You want to make every aspect of the show to be exactly that, a show. Not just a sport, but you need it to be entertained, and it's not entertaining. It's not entertaining. It is more, they're focusing more on the entertainment part than they are on the sports entertainment part, and the whole part that they call it sports entertainment pisses me off, because the sport was supposed to be the entertainment. It's not supposed to be sports and entertainment. I don't want to lap dance when I'm watching soccer. I don't even watch soccer. And that's been Heelturn Faceturn. This is Jermaine Suplex and my boy E from E&D's Toy Show. That's a wrap.